So let us discuss today about monopolistic competition. It's another market situation where we can understand how individual buyer and seller will behave under this situation. So here we are also going to assume something. The monopolistic market competition is a competition where there are sellers trying to become a monopoly. So they are not actual monopoly, but they are trying to become a monopoly in a way by selling a differentiated product, selling up their product as if it is a unique. Now there are, if we take an example of a Dairy Milk Silk and a Kit Kat. Now both are chocolate, but they are unique in characteristics. Yes or no, students? Both can be reflected under the same basket of product, chocolate, but both of them are unique in their characteristics, the way they are made as well as way they taste. So such products are highly differentiated from each other. So having a product that are highly differentiated, meaning there is a perception that the goods are different for reason other than price. Other than a price, the goods are really different. Here they are not, they can be substitute of each other, but they are different from each other as well. So many firms provide these goods and services. Firms can freely enter and exit from in the long run. So entry and exit is not difficult at all. Firms can make decision independently. Their degree of dependence on each other is very low. There is some degree of market power as well. That means if they increase the price, they will not lose all its customer, and if they decrease their price, they may not gain whole of the market size. So monopolistic competition have some control over the market power. Here they are, the buyer and sellers have an imperfect information. The complete information that we assume in perfect competition cannot be satisfied here. So in a monopolistic competition, an individual firm faces a downward sloping demand curve here, a downward sloping demand curve, because the firm product is differentiated from other product. So if they increase their price, students, if they increase their price, there will be reduction in quantity demand, and if they decrease their price, there will be higher gains in demand for that particular commodity. So in here we have a downward sloping demand curve which slopes from left to right. Elasticity in here is greater than 1, whereas in case of monopoly we studied that elasticity is less than 1, but here the elasticity is greater than 1. This is due to the fact that the firms have certain degree of market power. So they can raise the price without losing all the customer, and they can decrease the price, but they will not gain all the customers of the market size as well. So demand curve in this case, student, is more flatter than the demand curve under the monopoly. The simple reason is under monopolistic competition, the products of different firms are very close substitute. So here I have explained it as well. In a monopolistic competition, an individual firm faces a downward sloping demand curve because the firm's product is differentiated from other. They can raise price without losing all their consumer, and demand curve will be more flatter as well than the monopoly. सिंपल एग्जाम्पल में अगर बात किया जाए स्टूडेंट्स, तो वी कैन रिफ्लेक्ट द आइडिया ऑफ अगेन द सेम बिस्किट, same chocolate itself, Cadbury and Kit Kat. Even the Cadbury is highly priced than Kit Kat, though its demand is not lower than what Kit Kat is, because they enjoy some degree of market power. Even if iPhone increase its price at certain extent, with increasing price they will not lose all their customer, but they will lose, however uncertainly they will lose some sort of customer, but not at the not at the highest level, not greater than what the price is. In the same case, if they decrease the consumer, they are not going to get an complete market share, but of course their demand is going to increase. What is increase greater than the price, and that is the elasticity is greater than 1. So students, this was the monopolistic competition. A clear difference between a monopolistic competition demand curve and a monopoly demand curve is that under a monopoly we have an inelastic demand curve, a vertical demand curve, whereas in case of a monopolistic competition we have a elastic demand curve. their elasticity can be equal or greater than 1. समझा आप लोग को टेक्स्ट मैसेज? yes if you have followed. Students, text message yes if you have followed. I should receive everyone's text message. Okay. So now we can move to oligopoly market here. Now oligopoly market में जब हम study कर रहे हैं, we take a 3 examples of 3 companies basically. They are from telecommunication sector, namely Idea, Vodafone, Airtel. Before Jio enters the India's market with the storm, there was three giants of India's communication sector, which was Idea, Vodafone, and Airtel. Now, students, if we take this example under oligopoly market, let us understand the characteristics of oligopoly market using the 3 examples. Under oligopoly market, there are few sellers. In our case, there are 3 sellers now. Did you find? Under oligopoly market, there are few sellers. In our case, we have 3 sellers, and they sell a standardized product, which means the product is certified. The product is certified, and the particular product that they are selling is also differentiated from each other. That means they marketize their product differently. Idea used to marketize their product as purchase my SIM card and you will have Idea Internet, IIN Institute, Idea Institutes of whatever they called it. They promote it as if you will be as if it is some form of an institute, IIN. Vodafone introduced as the best coverage that we provide. Vodafone promote coverage, the Hutch, wherever you go we follow. पता है आपको ये ad? Vodafone used to promote like this. स्टूडेंट्स, आपको ये ऐड पता है? wherever you go follow we follow. एक पप है छोटा सा, वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट में यूज़ किया. Whereas Airtel says they are the fastest internet certified by Ookla. Ookla says we are the fastest internet service provider. So students, so entry is free but difficult into such market under oligopoly market, because as there involves lot of technology, they require lot of finances, infrastructure, setting up all those satellites. It is very heavy investment. So enter into such market, it is free. No one will stop you to enter not entering into this market. But the only thing is that it comes with heavy prices, and because it involves lot of infrastructure growth. So small firm cannot enter into this market. It has to be a large firm, large established firm. However, the number of firms in such market are small because of the same reason. Not everyone can afford such a heavy investment. And student, under oligopoly market, the firms can actually form a cartel to increase price and profit. Now to understand this, let us understand this 3 example itself. Tell me students, what was the cost of internet before introduction of Jio? Before Jio came into the market, students, What was the cost of internet that it used to charge? Now we get 2 GB 4 GB daily data, but student, they used to give us merely 3 GB to 4 GB internet of 3G data, 3 GB से 4 GB तक का मैक्सिमम 4 GB मंथली डेटा वो आपको देते थे। 4 GB मंथली डेटा वो आपको देते थे। नाउ यूजिंग 4 GB मंथली मतलब बहुत कम हो गया। नाउ इफ यू कंपेयर, नाउ वी आर गेटिंग 4 GB डेली वी कैन यूज 4 GB एंड दे यूज टू गिव 3 GB 4 GB मंथली स्टूडेंट्स 28 days के लिए। एंड हाउ मच दे यूज टू चार्ज 700 800 फॉर द 3G 4G डेटास। लेकिन इतना सब हैवी अमाउंट ऑफ चार्जेस रहते थे। And why it is so? Why they were so competitive? Why they were not so competitive price? Competitive price. Reason क्या था स्टूडेंट्स? कि आइडिया वोडाफोन एयरटेल फॉर्म ए कार्टेल, एक एग्रीमेंट बना लिया उन्होंने दैट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू कम्पीट विद प्राइस। हम प्राइस कंपटीशन नहीं करेंगे, बिल्कुल भी नहीं करेंगे। वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू द प्राइस कंपटीशन। We will not reduce our price. Idea, you don't reduce your price. Vodafone, you don't reduce your price. And as an Airtel, I will also not reduce my price. So क्या होगा कि लोगों को लगेगा कि market price is that. So Idea, Vodafone, Airtel form a cartel within themselves and decide what the market price will be by not increasing or decreasing their prices. ठीक है, इससे क्या होगा कि सस्ती चीज़ें भी महंगी हो गई और हमको खरीदना ही पड़ा because we don't have any alternatives. What are the alternatives that we used to have before Jio? Aircel, Tata, Docomo, and various other such providers. But this internet or service provider, telecommunication service provider were not efficient at all. So the only efficient method that we have is Idea, Vodafone, Airtel, and they used to charge very high. So the firm can form such a cartel to increase the price and they can eventually lead to profit. ठीक है? However, in such market, the decisions are totally completely dependent on each other students. So what we can finally understand from here is that oligopoly market has a few sellers. They are selling standardized or differentiated product. Students, and the entry into oligopoly market is free, but it is very difficult as there are many barriers such as technology and finance. Since number of firm is very small, there is a possibility of firm together and forming a cartel for the purpose of increasing price and profit students. And also, since there are few firms in the oligopoly market, an individual firm is neither free nor independent to take its own decision in case of output and prices, because the resultant effect is, the resultant effect is, when we talk about interdependence, the resultant effect is if one firm increases its output, students, if one firm increases its output, then the other firm will also increase its output. So there will be extensive supply in a market, and with increase in supply there will be reduction in cost, or sorry, the reduction in price. So they don't want the price to be reduced. So what they decided is that when they form a cartel, they decided that they will not change the output as well. ठीक है? But if somebody increases or decreases the output, there will be a rival reaction. If somebody increases the price, there will be again a rival reaction to it. ठीक है? Because if somebody increase the price, our price will look cheaper, so consumer will buy our commodity. But in the other case, if somebody decreases its price कम कर दिया, बिल्कुल ही कम कर दिया, then our product will be expensive और उनका product cheaper हो जाएगा. Consumer will buy all their product but not ours. So it is very important that we react to our rivals, and we need to be ready to react as well, quick to react as well. However, what steps they are going to take, what role they are going to play, what game theory they are going to play is completely hidden. It's not been mentioned. They don't mention this, and so we are interdependent on each other because we have to depend on each other. The reason is their price will decide what our price is, their output will decide what our output will be, their marketing capability will decide what our marketing will be. And all this leads to an uncertainty. This uncertainty matlab kya hai? That we actually don't know what is going to be the demand. And if we don't know actually what is going to be the demand, so it becomes very difficult to draw the demand itself. So let us give a try of drawing a demand curve under oligopoly, that is called as a king demand curve, students. It is called as a king demand curve. The reason it is called as a king demand curve is because it has a kink at point P. Kinked, टेढ़ा हो गया demand curve. It's a one demand curve, but at this point it has a bend. So students, a kink arises because of an uncertainty about the reaction of his rivals to his decision. So we don't know कि rival क्या react करने वाला है और react कैसे करेगा, किस तरह से करेगा. So there is a kink. So in case the firm increases the price, the other are unlikely to raise the price. On the other hand, rival may not raise the price to order to sell more at the lower price. Student. So when oligopoly reduces the price, other will lower the price in order to prevent any reduction in losses in sales as well. So oligopoly has a kink at point P here, students. So point D to point P here is elasticity is greater than 1, and point P to point D is where the elasticity is less than 1, because here from point D to P we have a elastic demand curve. So I am writing here as elasticity is greater than 1, and from P to capital D the elasticity is less than 1. So a demand curve is divided into two parts, D small d, capital P, and capital P, and large capital D. So demand curve is divided among 2 point DP and PD. ठीक है, D to P and P to D. So the DP is greater than 1. He has a higher elasticity with respect to the price, where the capital P to capital D is less elastic to the price, and this is because they are different between reactions of the rival firm. So this kink has increased the indeterminateness of the demand for the product of the seller concerned. तो उसको पता नहीं है कि what to do the decision, because they don't know कि opposite seller क्या react करेंगे, किस तरह से react करने वाले हैं. So if they increase the price, student, if this person increase the price till P, ठीक है, so there will be greater amount of loss of consumers, and also if they decrease the price from below point P, others will also decrease their price, and so they are going to lose a consumer again as well. So सबसे बेस्ट क्या है, to follow the prevailing price, that is price P. So the worth is to follow the prevailing price, student, price P, और इसमें changes ना करें. अगर चेंज कर दिया, प्राइस ऊपर कर दिया, तो विल लूज मोर ऑफ कंज्यूमर्स. अगर प्राइस नीचे आ गया तो others will also decrease their prices, and there will be extensive reduction in our demand. So we can say that we have to stick on the price P. So price P is not constant, we can say, but it is a rigid. P is a rigid. Followed, student.